Hey guys, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at what is Excel, why is it so popular, and how it is used in industry. As you're starting a course in Excel, a fundamental question to ask is, what is Excel? At the highest level, Excel is a spreadsheet application from the Microsoft Office suite. But this leads us to another important question. What's a spreadsheet? Well, a quick Google search will tell you that a spreadsheet is just an electronic document in which data is arranged in the rows and columns of a grid and can be manipulated and used in calculations. So, if Excel is a spreadsheet application, and a spreadsheet is just an electronic document that contains information in rows and columns, why is it so popular? Why do so many businesses and organizations rely on Excel every single day? Put simply, Excel is popular because it is powerful. Its power comes from its functionality that allows users to quickly capture, store, and organize data, use built-in formulas to process, transform, and analyze data, and use built-in features to report and visualize data. At first sight, it's easy to take this functionality for granted. Let's take a deeper look at 3 examples where Excel's functionality could be utilized to quickly answer some common business questions. Let's say your boss provides you with daily sales figures and asks you to chart the sales of your company by week for the past 10 years on a line graph. In this example, you have to be able to aggregate daily sales figures into weekly ones, and you have to be able to generate a chart. Now, to aggregate the daily sales, we'd have to sum up the sales for each day in a week. To get this number for 1 year would require 52 calculations, and to get it for 10 years would require 520 calculations. If we had to do this using a calculator, we'd be typing over 3,600 numbers. Even worse, to chart it, we'd have to plot 520 points on a graph by hand. In Excel, we could write one formula to generate the weekly sales, and use that calculated figure to generate a chart. Both of these tasks can be completed in a matter of minutes. This is pretty amazing when you think about it. Let's go ahead and take a look at another example. In this example, let's assume you have a file that contains 2 years of salary information for 10,000 employees, and you need to figure out what the average salary increase of all employees was. Here, you have to perform 10,000 calculations on data and average those results. To do this by hand would be painstaking and error-prone. However, we could do this in Excel by writing a simple formula that would allow us to know the average salary increase in less than a minute. Let's look at one last example. Imagine a scenario where you're managing a team at a call center. Now, imagine you're provided data that shows the duration of each phone call taken by your team, and asked to identify the top 10% of calls that had the longest duration. As the number of calls your team takes grows, identifying the ones with the longest duration by hand would become exponentially harder. In fact, for a large number of calls, this would seem nearly impossible. However, you could use Excel to not only easily calculate the longest calls, but also format them so that they stand out in a group and are easily identifiable. In short, without an application like Microsoft Excel, each of the examples we just looked at, as well as many other common business problems, would be daunting tasks that could take countless hours to complete. While these are just a few simple examples, they help demonstrate the productivity and efficiency that a spreadsheet software like Microsoft Excel can offer. In fact, these benefits are why Excel has become widely adopted as a business tool, and why it's become essential for anyone who has to work with information and data. Virtually every company uses Excel in some form or fashion to support their operations. By taking this course, you're on the right path to mastering Excel and growing your personal worth. With that being said, you should congratulate yourself for taking the step in the right direction. In our next tutorial, we're going to take a look at Excel's components and file types.